Today we'll be exploring motivational interviewing and its effectiveness in addiction treatment. Motivational interviewing is a type of counseling that focuses on the client. It's goal-oriented and emphasizes results, helping alcoholics get over feelings of self-doubt. The entire interviewing process focuses on a desire to change within the client themselves. In motivational interviewing, there's a rule to follow, and each letter of rule stands for something. The R in rule stands for resist telling them what to do. You want to avoid telling, directing, or convincing your client about the right path. U for understand. You want to understand their motivation. You seek to understand their values, needs, abilities, motivations, and what potential barriers there are in changing the behavior. L for listen, with empathy. You seek to understand their values, needs, abilities, motivations, and potential barriers. And you want to empower them, with E. You work with the client to set achievable goals and identify techniques to overcome barriers. In motivational interviewing, you're asking open-ended questions, non-judgmental questions. You just want the client to figure out, kind of by voicing the problem, they can figure out the solution. They figure out for themselves their behavior may be risky or what they're doing may be detrimental, and focus on how to change it. Motivational interviewing requires 4 communication skills to bring about change. In short, they are referred to as ORs. They stand for open-ended questions, affirmations, reflective listening, and summarizing. Open-ended questions. Asking open-ended questions allow the interviewer to learn more about the client's perspectives and ideas. They're necessary in designing a collaborative relationship, and they bring to life the client's motivation to change. Some examples of open-ended questions are: what motivates you? What kind of change would you like to see? And on a scale of 1 to 10, how important is this change to you? Affirmations. Done through recognition of the client's abilities and strengths. It builds rapport and encourages clients to keep moving forward. An example of an affirmation is, "Wow, that sounds very difficult. It's completely natural to feel overwhelmed." Reflective listening summarizes what has already been discussed. They're phrasing what the client has already stated in the form of a statement, and that encourages the client to keep talking. "What I hear you say is an example of reflective listening. In motivational interviewing, reflective listening, when is used purposefully to help the patients consider change. This is one of the strongest characteristics of the evoking process. And S, summarizing. This allows the client and practitioner to pinpoint the main ideas that have been discussed. Combined with reflective listening, clients hear themselves discussing change. Some of the pluses for motivational interviewing, it encourages clients to participate in their own recovery, and it's been shown to have a higher sobriety rate for people that have been doing this form of therapy and working on the recovery. The relapse rate is lower. Some of the disadvantages, though, would be if the practitioner were to conduct the interview in the wrong way, or you could actually end up doing more damage if you're not trained in motivational interviewing. So it's definitely something to keep in mind before practicing.